Hey, this one's for the guys especially, and I rarely do that, but I just learned what the definition or the etymology for the word pachyderm is. You've all heard the term pachyderm, perhaps. Well, if you break that word down, the front part of the word pachys means thick, and the word derma is where we get the word dermatologist. It means skin. So a pachyderm is literally thick-skinned. And if you look at elephants and rhinoceros, you realize that these elephants and rhinoceros, they're thick-skinned, which means that insects that come along and try to bug the elephant or the rhinoceros, eventually they give up. They give up because the skin is so thick that they cannot frustrate, they cannot bite the thick-skinned pachyderm. And so they move on, they move away. Now listen, in business, especially for men, we tend to have thick skins. And again, I don't want to get lit up for all kinds of gender debates today, but I'm just going to speak to the guys. Because listen, I think I struggle with this. I think we all struggle with this if we're honest, men, all right? Women, you listen in if you want, or if you are the exception, go ahead and say that you're the exception. But I think a lot of times in business, men put on their armor when they go to work. They are thick-skinned, or they try to be thick-skinned, or they pretend to be thick-skinned. And if we're not careful as men, what we do is when we come home or when we're around our loved ones, we can wear that tough exterior. In other words, we can continue to be a pachyderm, we can continue to be thick-skinned even at home or around our loved ones. And as a result, nobody can hurt us, but nobody can help us. Nobody can harm us, but if we're honest, it's tough to break through that tough shell. And I just want to challenge us, look, that can be this Achilles heel in all of our lives, where we wear this tough, thick skin, nobody gets in, nobody gets out, and as a result, there's this shield that comes up, and people make comments, of course, that they can't know us, or that we're unemotional, or that we cannot be affected. And again, Hollywood and historically, that's the image that men are supposed to have, right? They're supposed to have this wall, this can't get in, can't be affected, can't be touched. And as a result, I think that that's a very sad picture of masculinity in the world today. And so this is something I'm learning, I'm continuing to learn, but I just had this kind of rift, this mental rift, just about pachyderm. And it's funny, but one single word's etymology really just taught me that lesson today. And I read that in a book about pachyderm and etymology, but I just want to challenge you as you're going around in life and business. It's not bad to be the opposite. The opposite is that you're hypersensitive, that anyone does anything and you flip out and you react and you are emotionally put in a tailspin. That's not good either. That's not healthy either. So it's that delicate balance. There's a phrase I heard years ago. I think it's actually a book. It's called Tender Warrior, The Tender Warrior. And I think I read it a few years ago. Maybe I need to get back to it. But I think it was this concept of being tender, but also this warrior, this paradox. And that's something that I'm learning, something I wanted to share with you today, something that I wanted to start the conversation. And who knows, maybe you think it's good to have thick skin wherever you go. Maybe you think it's wrong at work or home. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to hear what's rolling around in your head on this topic. This is Kary Oberbrunner. Be a soul on fire. We'll see ya.